What's up, guys? We're out here at the track in my 328. If you haven't seen the build breakdown, this car makes about 250 wheel. It's got a 335i transmission in it, the GS653BZ, welded diff. At the moment, I'm on a 245/35 18 wheel or tire on a Falcon RT615K. And then in the rear, I actually have Centuries, so like really cheap all-season tire for drifting. I did not think I was going to get in to be able to drive this event. I was here to kind of ride with my friend in his Camaro. So it was pretty cool that I got to actually drive in this, get a feel for the car, because the manual swap is pretty fresh. This is the second session that I recorded here. So I know the track layout, and now I'm just trying to get used to the car and feel how the Centuries grip up. And then, but the 245, so I have a 8.5 wheel. Actually, it might be an 8 wide wheel. So the 245/35s were pretty like meaty on them, and since they were in my fronts, they were sloshy. So like, if you turn the car sharp and then correct it, the car would like kind of settle in to where the tire is because it was too much sidewall. Since this, I switched to a 235/40/18, and it's a lot better, like way more responsive, not sloshy. It uses the camber that I have in front. I got about 4 degrees of camber in the front. So it really hooked up a lot better. Like on this, when I was driving my car here, there was a little bit of understeer, and like, why is it understeering? Like, these are really good tires, so it was just the tire size. So if it was an 8.5 or I think 9, I think the 245s would be a lot better. But yeah, so since then we fixed the tires. We got 235s up front, and then I still have the 245s to put in the rear. It won't feel as sloshy because I want the front end to be responsive. So yeah, welded diff, welded 328i diff, and then this is also I'm going to talk about the performance of the diff swap from the last video. But yeah, this first lap was a warm-up lap, and then right here I was talking about, yeah, right here they're pitting. I didn't know why they were pitting. First lap's kind of warm-up lap. I guess they're homeboys or something. So yeah, this was the beginners class at High Plains Raceway in Colorado, east of Denver. So yeah, hopefully I'll just add some commentary here and there and tell you guys about, you know, some of the things I've done to the car, how the differential is performing, how everything's doing, and I hope you enjoy the laps. We weren't really full sending it, just kind of getting used to the car, so I'll let you enjoy a couple of laps here. Alright, so those first 2 laps, I was just kind of feeling out the car, feeling out the track, getting used to all the turns and how fast I can push every corner. So this one started going a little bit faster, got more comfortable. Still wasn't sure why I was feeling understeer before oversteer with the better tires in the front, but it's whatever. I think next time we'll set probably 10-second better lap time, pretty much, because I've been driving Canes a lot and then getting used to the car, so I'm pretty comfortable with it now. And I wasn't flat out in these straights. We'd get up to about 105, 110 before the braking zone, and the dash cam doesn't really do it justice. It kind of like tones everything down, makes it look not as fast. But yeah, this braking point, like slamming on the brakes right here and then coming in. Kind of sucks when you run into traffic, because at high plains they don't allow you to just pass somebody. They have to point out the window to let you pass. So yeah, next time I'll probably wear a helmet cam so that you can see like my steering input and shifting. Be more you'll be able to feel out more what's going on and how I'm driving. But yeah, like this track's pretty technical over these hills. You can see, like, you can't really see the next turn, so you kind of have to like memorize the corners. And after the first session I did before this, which I only caught like the last 20 minutes of, and then this section was like a full 30 minutes, I was getting more comfortable with the track. I knew which ones were tight, which ones were open, and this downhill part was where I like really picked up, because my car only makes 250. No excuse, because you can get pretty good lap times with the low power car. There's a Miata here. I think it was stock engine Miata, just like suspension upgrades and all that, like aero. I think he was running like 220s, like I think his best lap was a 220. My best lap of the day was a 222. So, and that was with a little bit of traffic. In the next session after this that I didn't record, unfortunately, I only recorded the second session. So yeah, here we are coming through the chicane, and welded diff on a track. It seems kind of scary. Like, you feel like you would think, you can't corner as hard because your tires are just going to lock up, or the inside outside tire is going to drag and then make you slide. That's not necessarily the case with these bigger turns. Like, you can still really push it, and the car's a lot more predictable. So once you are sliding, if you do slide, it's like easy to manage. But like tight turns, I didn't feel the car bind up. There's one corner at the end of the straight. We're coming up to it. So yeah, this lap right here, I was really starting to push it. That last lap I ran a 235, which is not super good. We had a little bit of traffic, but I think my best lap on this session was a 232, and I was really getting comfortable with everything. And then in the next session, about an hour or two later, is when I ran the 222. So yeah, but yeah, the differential, in my opinion, made a lot of difference with the low power. So the N52 only making a little over 200 horsepower, like not quite close to 300 wheel. It really needs like all of that power to get to the ground as possible. So things like a solid guibo, solid trans mounts, and like all those things, solid diff bushings, to get all that power, like to not lose any power and vibrations or slop, pretty much. To get it all down is like really important. So this diff, especially the gearing, it's a 373, which is the stock 328i diff. Really made the car feel more torquey. Like before, my car felt like it would pull, like it would go quick and like pull up to like 60, like 0 to 60. It felt like it would pull like a decent bit, not fast or anything, but it would, like, you could feel the power like in the car, like push you forward, like move you forward. And then after that, it kind of felt like you're just waiting on it to gain speed. You're waiting on it to get like up to like 90, 100, 110. But now with this gear ratio and the 335 transmission, which is a longer gear ratio but a shorter diff ratio, it's the car really, like, it really pulls now. Like, it pulls you know, 5th gear, it pulls 6th gear. 6th gear tops out at about like 155, and the car's no problem getting up to that speed. So on the highways at least. And I'll post some canyon runs later on. This part was funny too, right here. Yeah, if you could just see ahead, he was all fishtailing, and it's because he wanted to pass his CRX, and then he was like, didn't want to brake super hard in front of him, so he braked really late and didn't have enough grip. So we skipped a couple of laps there because there was kind of annoying traffic and wasn't very fast laps, just same old thing. This one was cool because it was kind of like, you know, just big train of all the beginner class cars, which was fun. All these guys are feeling it out. And so yeah, for reference, with my car, how it's set up right now, pretty much intake, tune, exhaust, injectors, nothing crazy, like a really good tune, charcoal delete, you know, just like pretty much everything you can do to the M52 without doing like nitrous or turbo. I was pulling on the 350Zs, but the 370Zs would beat me. So that's pretty much where the 328 sits, right there. That's also weight reduced. My car is about 3,000 pounds with me in it. I stripped the carpet and stripped some trunk stuff. I could still take out the back seats, which would be another probably 100 pounds. Yeah, where my car sits right now, it's a little faster than 350Z, a little slower than a 370Z. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was informational for you to help you with your M52, see what it's capable of. The dash footage wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be, so I'm going to do helmet cam from now on, and I'm going to do some also helmet cam in the canyons, so some tow driving for you. Stay tuned for that, and then also stay tuned for the ride along video in my friend's Camaro 1LE. It's a pretty sick ride along, so I'll get that video out for you guys soon. And you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments, what you might want to see, and thank you for watching again.